So there are so many ways of explaining God, but scientific explanation of God is God that existed before creation, exists during creation, and will exist even after creation is gone. Quantum physics says that before Big Bang was there, in here now, and it will continue. Concept in terms of yoga philosophy is Brahman. Brahman is supreme consciousness. Brahman is supreme consciousness which existed before, during, and at the end, and is represented by Om, which is on the top. Om represents supreme consciousness, and in the books I have explained what 3 stands for, what 0 stands for. If you are interested, ask me that question later on. Om. Okay, so Om is Brahman, and scientists have brought out that entire universe has vibration. Everything is vibration, and vibration of entire universe is Om. All the mantras, different mantras have vibrations, and you repeat them. So vibration, you are accomplishing much more than controlling your mind. Rishis, saints in the old times, they found out certain sacred formula. By that sound vibration, you can raise your consciousness. That is supreme consciousness. Om, Brahman, or universal consciousness, or unified field of consciousness according to quantum physics. Also, let me bring out another thing before I go further. I have explained in this book Lord Shiva, dancing Shiva. Okay, I explain more detail, but I simplified form is God is the dancer and the world is God's dance. World is a dance, but God is part of the dance. So simplest thing you can understand is a dancer can exist without dancing. Dancer can dance and dancer stops dancing. So God is the dancer before creation, 13.7 billion years ago. Okay? Right now is God's dance. Everything is happening is God's dance. And consciousness, God is consciousness. God is everywhere. There is nothing but God consciousness. God is here, God is here, God is here, God is. There is nowhere that God is not. And this is what also in line with quantum physics and Vedanta philosophy. So God, okay. So God is universal consciousness, and creation is energy of God. Other representation is God is the male aspect and Goddess is the female aspect. So God is a father figure, Goddess is the mother figure. That's why we say Mother Nature. Mother Nature means earth, mountains, river, that is mother, that is Radha. See, this is symbolism. Hindus, they go to temple and do this, and I ask them questions they don't know. You know, this is just things like that. All God, Goddess is all symbolism. They say, why Hindus worship God and goddesses? They say, we need symbol, because how can we express anything? Cross is a symbol. Our flag is our symbol. You know, same way we have symbols. So symbol gives us awareness. Because how can you capture Om in this later? It's a vibration, but you need that. You look at the cross, reminds you of Christ. Same thing. The supreme consciousness, again you can experience God with different form. Dualistic form as Avatara and all this I have in the book, so if you want to study further. And if you are yoga teachers, you definitely should get these 2 books, study them, because you would offer better service. So many places, you know, they are using it. I use this in training teachers in Iceland, because somebody who came to this country for teacher training, and they found teacher training was empty. He saw this book, and they came here, and then I have been training the teachers. I haven't gone lately, but so much information that could be good for lifetime. And on Amazon, I see somebody bought 13 books, so some yoga teacher is using as textbook, because 13 of them, I know, same day they ordered. But I wish they contact me, I can send them all of their books as a gift. We have somebody who sent to President Obama my entire set. Somebody sent entire said to Oprah Winfrey, but nothing happened, it gets thrown out. Coming back to the point that Supreme Consciousness, Brahman, reflects in all the living creatures. It's called Atman. So all of us have spark of God. So we are God. Insect, amoeba, bacteria, ant, elephant, lion, everyone has God. So we are all God consciousness. That means our existence and God is not separate. If God is the ocean, we are waves of the ocean. Okay. That means we are all pure, we are all saintly person. But we don't find everyone to be saintly. No, there are so many crooks, right? Why?
It's in there somewhere.
Why? Why? Then what's wrong then? How do you say this statement could be true? Atman is Brahman, how could it be true?
Because it is there in all of us.
Yes. The difference is, it is in us, but it's covered up. It's covered up with 3 layers, causal body, astral body, and gross body, or covered up with Annamaya, Pranamaya, gross energy, mind, intellect, and consciousness. These are the layers it covers up. So here, in Christian tradition, they say, wow, sin and guilt. The reason I say I come across so many people, even the nuns, she comes to workshop many times. She was nun for a long time now. She follows guilt and sin. That means you are guilty forever, you have sinned forever. In yoga sense, it is different approach. God is not punishing Father, God is loving Father, and all the sins can be forgiven. Sins are like clouds. How long the clouds cover the sun? Clouds eventually go away. So we can remove the clouds. So we don't feel guilty. And the sin and guilt is so predominant, especially those who are brought up in Catholic tradition. Because I know, the nun and all these things. And all the experts say, they say, first growing years, first 2 years of life, children are functioning at delta wave. Delta wave is like deep sleep. At delta wave, but they are absorbing everything from mother's womb up to age 2. Then from age 2 to 7, roughly that, they are working at theta waves. Theta wave is more like a dreamlike state, which is very creative state, So this is why child up to age 7, you program them and they are done for life. And that's why one minister says, if you give me your child for first 7 years and I will make him minister, he would never change because you can program them. Then 7 to 12, alpha wave, more creative. After 12, beta wave, we are all programmed. We don't really do anything. This is why sin and guilt get so deep in the childhood. I know so many smart people who come here, but they cannot get rid of it because it's deeply programmed, and that is sanskara. So we are created in the image of God called Atman, and we have all the faculties. So we have to go through the steps of Raja Yoga to awaken that. Hatha Yoga is primary preparation to prepare the body for meditation, for Raja Yoga. That's what it is. Okay. Any overall